Hello and welcome to my Techo Kaigi or notebook roundup. I don't know. First I wanted to show you the journals that I went through in 2023. It's quite a stack. I went through 11. I think this is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And then I just wanted to show you how I do my Techo Kaigi. So the most recent one I did is back in, let's see, July, when I wasn't happy with my system. And so I did this. I wrote down all the elements of my journaling and planning and everything. Like tried to section them out into small bits, and then I put dots for like what's happening now and what will I want to do in the future. So where there's several dots in the future bit here, I've chosen one by circling around it in pen. And so this was the basis for the system that I have now, which has been working great. And I'm really happy with it. So let's go through it. So I'm not going to go through my workbooks because those are the same as last time. I'm happy with that system. I'm not going to change it. But my private ones, maybe. So for my private ones, let's go through the dailies first. So these are my daily drivers, kind of books that I use every day. This is my traveler's notebook. I currently have 3 books in here because I've kept this that's filled kind of as an archive because I have stuff that I want to reference in this yet, like still. And then this is the book that has empty pages and that my lists and stuff go into. So this is just like lists and everyday notes and stuff like that, things I need to remember. And then I've set up my second book a little bit more structured. So this is my long-term book. This is going to last me until summer. So I've set it up with lists at the beginning, wish lists, video ideas, that kind of thing, other lists. And I've given them little tabs. I don't know if you can see them, tiny tabs, so that I can find it quickly. And then an exercise diary for each week. Each week has a page. And then the next section is a tummy hurt diary because my tummy hurts sometimes. And it's just like a list of times my tummy hurts and relevant information for that. Then the next section is a sort of diary, like a very compressed diary that I can put things into if I want to, but this is not my main planner. This is just a useful overview. My main planner thing is on my phone. I also have a reference page here for the Futhark, which is sometimes useful. And then at the back here is like my put everything you find here. So I have some stamps and I have a poster, like a board and stuff like that. So this is pretty similar to what you've seen before. It's just more populated now, I guess. So that's my traveler's notebook. This goes everywhere with me. I note down stuff all the time. And then this is my journal, which has like a, what do I call this, micro journal at the beginning. So like sort of like a month overview, except it goes from the day I start the journal until the end of the journal. I have like a whole algorithm to try to figure out how many days go into a journal. It's a whole thing. And I also write out my TBR and my books board. And then my yearly theme, which is the year of putting myself first, because I need to take care of myself. And then from here, it's just like normal journal pages. As you can see, it's mostly just wall of text. And then at the back, we have some stickers that I can use, but often don't. We have the pens and inks I'm using, and the books I've read at the back here. And that's my journal. So every time I change a journal, I set up the back the same and the front the same. I figure out how many days I'll likely be using the journal, and I'll make that many squares. So, well, I give myself a little bit of breathing room, but yeah, you get the gist. So in every day here, I put down like the weather and a main event, like a few main events for the day, and then this is tracking the like J and M and that kind of thing. That's tracking. So that's my journal, and this is what I fill out every morning and sometimes come back to during the day if I have a to-do list in here, but often to-do lists go in here. So like, yeah, they're both out, they're both active every day. Then come my theme notebooks, and these don't get much play. Like, they're only used for their theme, and right now I don't have much going on, and so they're not getting as much play. So this is the cat notebook. It has information about the cats. I bring this to the vet. I try to note down their weights and what kind of food they're eating and that kind of thing. This is my crafting notebook, where I have like all the projects that I'm currently working on, some ideas for projects, some projects that I haven't started but have bought materials for, that kind of thing. Also half-finished projects, which there are a lot of. So I have like the details around each project, what material am I using, what stitch, like, so I don't forget it. And if I'm ever wondering like, what did I buy this yarn for, I can look it up here. Then this is a new book as of this year. It's my tarot book. It has 4 sections for each of the different sort of, no, 5 sections for each of the different sort of suits. The first one is for the the greater arcana, and then there are like the 4 suits of the minor arcana as well. So each card has 2 pages, and I guess here's one that I filled out. I write down the symbols that I can see on the cards, so I'm using the Rider-Waite cards, and then the meaning that's given in the little booklet that came with the cards. And then I note down any day that this was the card of the day. I'm currently not using this and not pulling a card a day because, so I really wanted to get into tarot in 2024, but I've stopped because I'm going through a period in my life where I'm, by doctor's orders, not allowed to look at things that are close by. Like, the exception is journaling, but because it gives me joy and calms me down, but otherwise I should avoid it. And the text in that tiny little book is teeny tiny, and so I'm avoiding it for now, and I'll get back to this when I'm out of this period. Then there's this book. I started this last year as a sort of everything else book, and now it's mainly used for swatches. So washi tape, I don't always swatch new washi tapes because I don't have much room, but I do swatch new inks. So here are all my ink samples or like ink swatches, and I can refer to this when I want to choose my next ink to use. So that's very useful, and I have more space here so I can continue doing other stuff. But yeah, this is mostly for reference now, but when I get a new sample or something, it goes in here. And the last book is one that I've barely started and definitely not started the way I wanted to start it, and it's currently out of use. So this is my D&D book. I was going to start it off with a few pages about my character and how, like, personality traits and stats and stuff, but didn't. I was also going to put recaps of every session, and then I have like 1 or 2 sessions in here that are actually, yeah, 3 sessions I have in here. And then sadly the campaign fizzled to an end, mostly because of my health problems, which I guess I'll come back to in a later video. I might do like a Nullbind with me or something where I explain what's been going on for the last year. But it's been, what is it they say? A doozy. So yeah, these are my books. So currently the ones that are getting use are these maybe, like these are the ones I've been using recently. But yeah, my dailies are working really well. This is a system that I'm really happy with, keeping most of the things in one book, having one book to go around with me. This can mostly stay at home unless I plan to journal outside of the house. I'm happy to just have this with me where I go. So I guess that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!